We've always learned about the 8 planets, well, 9 if we take Pluto into account. But what if I told you that every star in the universe has a planet orbiting it? Well, that's the thing about the universe. It's always surprising us with things that seem straight out of fiction. In this video, we're going to bring you 10 mind-boggling facts about the universe. Make sure to watch this video till the end, because the last one will definitely blow your mind. Number 10. The Uy Scuddy. Most of us used to believe that stars are just tiny dots in the sky, but then we grew up and learned the truth. Stars are actually homogeneous. The sun appears to be larger than any other star, but it's just because it is so much closer to us than any other star. In reality, the sun is just an average-sized star, and there are stars out there that make the sun look like a mere peck of dust. One of the most giant stars in the universe is the Uy Scuddy. This star is 1,702 times wider than our sun and can be found around 9,500 light-years from the Earth in the Scutum constellation. The surprising part is that despite its size, the Uy Scuddy is actually 40% cooler than the sun. The star is expected to end its life cycle in a few million years. That may sound like a lot to us, but it is not much for a star that is around 20 million years old. Number 9. The planet of diamonds. Diamonds are rare and expensive, of course, but not if you are on 55 Cancri E or the planet PSR J17191438b. Both, known as the diamond planets, are literally made up of diamonds. Well, crystalline carbon to be specific. It's the same material you find in diamonds on Earth. As per scientists, these planets were initially stars, but since they're outside our solar system, the conditions were perfect for them to be cooled to the extent where they became a huge chunk of carbon or diamond. Who wouldn't like a planet-sized diamond? Number 8. Stars in the universe. Can you go to every beach on Earth and count every single grain of sand there? Well, there are more stars in the universe than all those grains of sand on Earth. An American astronomer, Carl Sagan, proposed this idea, and Massachusetts mathematicians developed an equation proving Sagan's theory. There are literally hundreds of billions of stars in the universe. And with Carl Sagan's theory, it is very likely that there are more stars in space than grains of sand on Earth. Number 7. Planets in the universe. As someone who only knew about the 9 planets in our solar system, we were as shocked as you were about to be. With the data from the Kepler telescope, it has been suggested that every star has at least one planet orbiting it. The telescope watches objects that are passing in front of the stars. Now, just as we discussed the possibility of billions of stars, it means that there are also billions of planets in the universe. While most of them are uninhabitable, it might be possible that there is at least one planet that can support life. Number 6. The Hercules-Corona Borealis Great Wall. There is a galaxy filament, which is the largest known structure in the entire universe, spanning over 10 billion light-years. It's more extensive than any galaxy cluster, and even the Virgo supercluster. In fact, it makes the CFA2 Great Wall of Galaxies look like a baby in front of it. The filament was first detected in 2013 by astronomers who were studying the gamma-ray bursts. They found a distinct cluster of gamma-ray bursts in a region that lies near the constellations of Hercules and Corona Borealis, which is how the name came to be. Number 5. Neutron Stars. Neutron stars are highly dense remains of supermassive stars that have exploded as supernova as they reached the end of their life. As per NASA's research, there are billions of neutron stars in our galaxy. As the neutron stars are incredibly dense, their mass is greater than the mass of the entire sun. However, the radii are only about 10 kilometers. Neutron stars are so thick that a sugar cube-sized amount of their material will weigh about 1 billion tons on Earth. Did you know that at about 12 miles in diameter, a neutron star would fit inside the boundaries of Chicago? Number 4. Rain of molten glass. A planet known as HD 189733, which is about 63 light-years from Earth, has a blue marble-like exterior look. The blue marble alien planet has a temperature of over 1,000 degrees Celsius. To the human eye, this planet looks like a typical bright blue ball of a marble, but in reality, it is anything but normal. The color blue in the atmosphere is actually the result of the rain of molten glass. This super hot glass rain is mainly because of the close proximity of this alien planet and its sun. The wind on the planet blows up to 5,400 miles per hour at 7 times the speed of sound. And along with the howling winds, there is glass raining sideways. It's a good thing that it is out of our reach, because what traveler would want to get caught in the rain on this planet and suffer death by 1,000 cuts? Number 3. Rings of Saturn. You've seen the iconic rings of Saturn, right? The majestic rings that look like something straight out of a sci-fi movie are actually temporary. There are 7 primary rings of Saturn. These rings are so thin that they almost vanish when viewed edge-on. In 2013, it was predicted that by 2025, these rings will disappear from sight. In 2018, NASA confirmed that Saturn would lose its rings, although for a brief period, they would disappear. This will happen due to Saturn's alignment with Earth. It takes Saturn almost 30 Earth years to complete one orbit around the Sun, and as Saturn moves forward in its orbit, the visibility of its rings also changes relative to Earth. This happens every 13 to 15 years when the rings align edge-on, which makes them appear almost invisible. However, Saturn's rings will eventually face extinction, as Saturn's rings are being pulled into the planet due to gravity, although this will take a massive period totaling almost 300 million Earth years. Number 2. Earth losing the moon? Scientists have calculated that the moon moves away from Earth with the passing of time. The moon moves away by 3.82 centimeters per year, which will affect the length of the day on our planet in the future. With this calculation, it is expected that in 200 million years, Earth's day will last for an hour longer, so it will be 25 hours a day. According to NASA, the moon is moving away from our planet due to the gravitational effects that Earth and the moon have on each other. And it looks like it's not just the moon. From about 5 billion years from now, even the sun will begin to die. It will eventually become a red giant star. By then, the Earth would have lost the moon, and as per scientists' calculations, 5 billion years from now, the moon will be 189,000 kilometers away from the Earth when it will be consumed by the sun. Number 1. Contacting aliens. In 2014, a US scientist named Shostak made a bold revelation at the NIAC symposium. According to him, we will find extraterrestrial life by 2040. He further explained that in our galaxy, it is highly likely that 1 in 5 stars has at least one planet which is an Earth-like world. Now, this may sound unbelievable, but with today's technology, it looks like the day isn't too far when we will be making contact with ET. Scientists plan to detect the electromagnetic signals produced by aliens. But even if we discover aliens, there is no way for us to see them in person because it would take us almost 5 light years to reach the nearest star to our system, Alpha Centauri, and since we can't travel anywhere that fast, it would realistically take around 165,000 years to get there. So, it looks like our dream of meeting aliens is not going to be fulfilled anytime soon. But let's see how the universe continues to surprise us. After years of discoveries, there are still countless mysteries waiting to be solved. Have you ever wondered about how much we truly know about the universe? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See ya!